A former assistant and quote-unquote best friend of Will Smith has recently gone on a podcast to tell the world this story that he's been holding on to for decades, that he walked in on Will Smith hooking up with fellow actor Duane Martin. And he's outed Will Smith as gay. Will Smith has responded through a spokesperson and completely denied the gay allegations. Jada Smith says they're suing him, and Duane Martin also denies the allegations. This is on the same podcast as the YouTuber that got sued by Cardi B. I guess what did she even say about Cardi B?
It was, I think she called her an escort and she wasn't, or something like that.
Okay.
I don't remember entirely, but it was along those lines, and she got sued, and it was like a $4 million lawsuit, and yeah.
So let's take a look at this clip and judge this guy for ourselves.
Actually, before we do that, let's we got a $20 super chat here from DCNC. Says, in West Philadelphia, born and raised. I'm not reading the rest of the super chat. Sorry, my friend. I'm not getting clipped on that one. But thank you, DCNC. Let's watch this clip then. Here we go.
And Jada was the woman that everybody wanted, and Will needed that validation to have that type of woman.
You saw her say that Will Smith had a small dick?
Oh, I am saying to you, if a woman is used to something the size of a baby leg and you come in with a pinky toe, there's nothing you can do to please her. You can buy her 80 cars, you can get her 80 private jets. If she's itching for that baby leg, she want that baby leg. You can beat a person so much that they fall into submission. So, all right, I open the door to Duane's dressing room, and that's when I see Duane and having anal sex with Will.
Let me process that for a second.
There was a couch, and Will was bent over on the couch, and Duane was standing up, killing him. Murder, like murder. There was murder in there.
The music makes it even more dramatic.
Her reaction was mine as well.
Yeah?
Need a moment.
So this guy claims to be Will Smith's best friend of 40 years and a former assistant. So he was up close and personal, a little bit too much. This might be TMI.
Not as personal as the other guy.
Yeah.
Allegedly.
So I'd never heard of this actor before.
Yeah, I mean, he's bigger in the 90s.
But they're also known to be lifelong friends.
Yep.
So here's what Will Smith's rep had to say. It's unequivocally false.
I mean, what else are they going to say?
I don't know. Are they going to admit it?
Are they going to pull like
he might get more praise for coming out in 2023.
I mean,
and then Jada has to be supportive.
Yeah, plus with them being separated, it would be more socially acceptable.
Here's why I was such a bad husband.
Yeah.
We finally know it's because he's attracted to dudes.
I still believe she was probably the bigger problem in that relationship than he ever was, more than anything.
Was Jada the beard of Will Smith? The world may never know.
The world may never know. What are they supposed to say in the situation, right? Like, first of all, if you're in his position, you never want to be put on the defensive as far as a media release of information. You want to be able to control the narrative. And so right now they're playing defense.
Play the clip of Jada talking to TMZ. Yeah. She had two simple words for the man claiming Will Smith had sex with Duane Martin.
All right, good to see you. We gotta go. We're blocking traffic.
Oh, we got it. Oh, we're blocking traffic. I'm sorry.
What do you say about the allegations? There's like so many rumors. Anything you want to say?
We suing.
I know that's right. Thank you, Miss Pinkett.
That's actually awesome.
We suing.
So are they? Are they going to follow through with that?
I mean, we won't know for a while until later. I mean, it would be very good for optics to sue them, I guess. But like, what would you like in this situation? You work in public relations.
Oh gosh, yeah, I've never had a scenario like this come up before.
Did you do you do like crisis management?
We do. We offer it, and we are capable of it.
And so Will Smith comes to you, and he's like, look. Like, I'm not going to tell you whether it's true or not, but this guy's making a claim. What do we do?
If my client, Will Smith, even if he was gay and he didn't want anyone to know, and he, like, or even if he like wanted to come out on his own terms, I still think like suing is the right thing to do, because it's like you can't just have, when you're that famous and people are just out there saying stuff about you regardless of whether it's true or not, and you don't want them to be saying it, or you want to keep your reputation like close to you, or your secrets like super close to you, I think you should just go full-fledged like, yeah, we're suing.
Well, what about Obama? Did you watch the Tucker interview?
I didn't watch it.
We got a $20 super chat here from Party Like 1776. Says, I just got in. What did I just see?
You're never gonna unsee it.
You're never gonna
in your
unsee
mind's
that.
eye.
Yeah, the
So,
Obama one. I forgot about that.
what did you think of Tucker's interview with Larry Sinclair?
I
Do you
thought
think he's credible?
I don't think so. A man who had been charged with perjury, I think more than once.
Oh, really? I didn't know that.
Yeah, he's got a rap sheet.
I still believe that the
no.
detail about the CD case is too unique to the time period.
They snorted lines off of a CD
It's
case.
something you did back in that time period. It just seems so
Something he did maybe
accurate.
with other men than Obama himself.
Yeah.
But I mean, regardless of whether or not Obama is gay, I mean, the logic of that he said that no one would let him come out with the story at the time of the campaign or like during the election or whatever just seems crazy to me, because like there's definitely like a right-wing outlet that would have taken that and like did something with
They
it.
like made a big deal about the color of his suit. You're telling me they wouldn't have tried to use that against him?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it was a little tabloidy, but
Yeah.
I mean,
So is
people. Yeah, I don't know.
He seems like a hangers-on, a groupie.
Yeah. A little bit.
The guy who came
Trying
out
to
with it.
grab some fame.
That's what it kind of feels like to me a little bit too. I don't know.
But Will Smith is kind of fruity, so we've seen the green line test
Oh yeah,
on Will and Jada, and it's not looking good.
Yeah, he failed the green line tests more than a few times. You know about the green line test?
Yeah,
Do you think that the green line test is a good? Well, first of all, tell us what the green line test is, in case anyone doesn't know. And do you think that it's a good
okay, so I said
test?
yes. I think I know what it means. It's basically like the way that you lean into someone is
So like when you're
Right,
taking
like-
a photo,
The man in a relationship should be standing up straight, and the woman should be leaning
Yes.
diagonally toward
Towards
him.
him.
If it's like Will Smith, he's leaning all the way toward Jada, and she's like leaning away.
yeah.
Can say a lot about the dynamics there.
I do think body language plays into relationships a lot, for sure. But the thing that always gets me is like after like someone like Trump like gives a speech or something, or like someone that like is totally like reviled by like the mainstream or whatever. They always say like body language expert said that he was off his game. It's like, all right, calm down.
I love that,
like,
and I love the people who are, they say like the ones who interpret like your speech.
yeah.
What makes someone a body language expert?
I don't know, but maybe there's a TikTok rabbit hole about that too. I'm sure there is, right alongside the tongue reading.
Speaking of, there's some green lines.
That looks bad. Yeah.
I just feel like he's probably so damaged as a person.
Yeah. Like for him, it becomes just more sad for me by the
Yeah.
day. And also, I've explained to Mary more on countless times, like for my age demographic, Will Smith was the height of cool.
Yeah.
When I was young,
I
Will Smith was
know.
the height of cool.
This man really has like fallen from grace in like a very like you said, very sad way. Like you just kind of pity him now.
Yeah, like it's just not what it once was, and not in like a spectacular way.
No.
Not in like blaze of glory. He did one thing wrong. Like he was in trouble socially. Like he was already in trouble as far as how the public perceived him long before he ever slapped Chris Rock. He was already kind of seen as this person who was being constantly just humiliated by his own wife in a lot of ways. Another thing that I didn't like about when they were talking about this. They're talking about like she's talking like you don't have a right to a person's private life. You made your private life public. Everyone has a right to talk about and have an opinion on what you make public to everyone.
Like after Jada aired out all of their dirty laundry on Red Table Talk, and then in her memoir, which no one cared about, is that not the public's right to discuss and speculate?
If you get to make money off the book, we get to have a discussion about what it all means.
And this former assistant guy, I suppose, also has the right to tell his side of the story.
That was coming up yesterday because we were talking about Marlon Wayans. We were talking about Marlon Wayans, and he was talking about people. It's like, it's your private life, man, and like you people get to see some of what you put out into the public, but not all of it. I'm like, no, like whatever you put out there, people have a right to talk about. You don't get to choose that. Once you choose to live in the public eye, once you choose the money and all that comes with being a public figure, you then have to also accept that there's going to be people that are going to talk about it, and not always in a tone that you're going to like. That's just the way of the world.
Your theory is you're going to see an overrepresentation of gay culture in Hollywood anyway, so it's not all that surprising if someone has done that in private.
No.
What's more surprising is that they didn't cash in on the diversity points when it became trendy to
No,
come
because he's
out.
got a family, so it's different. It wouldn't have been as clean of a narrative. Because
I mean, look at the way that they embraced Caitlyn Jenner. I mean, they literally made him Woman of the Year.
That is true, but
You will get celebrated no matter what the consequences are for the people around you.
Yeah, it's the kids would have just become the second victims of that, having to deal with that.
They're not allowed to say anything negative about it.
Yeah. I don't know. I feel like a lot of the people, the argument would have been that he was an action movie star, and back in the day it wouldn't have been bankable to have a gay action movie star, but we don't live in those days. We don't live in that time period anymore. And the general audiences, the average moviegoer isn't going to care whether you're gay or straight when you portray an action role. I don't buy that people care about that anymore. Nor do I buy that the average person cares, outside of people who follow these industries closely, whether an actor is gay or not. Mm-hmm. It's just so mainstream now. It's so normal. I just don't think that
Will
the
has been
average
so
American cares.
buck broken already that
I know he's
They're
really.
like, all of them
what
are like,
more can you do to
they're
him?
like,
He
does
has
he
nothing
treat-
left to lose.
they're like, does he treat you better than Jada? Yes. Go with God, my friend. Have at it. Just fine. That's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Poor guy.
And they're on the defense right now because this is going to be I have a feeling this story will get bigger. I don't know why I feel like this feels like a bigger story than some of the other ones that have come up recently, because it's such a brazen claim to make. Mm-hmm. Like the Obama one disappeared after a couple of days.
Well, that's a chance encounter, right?
Yeah.
But this person knew Will Smith for decades.
Also, politics, you almost you accept that there's going to be mudslinging both ways. Mm-hmm. Right, so people expect that to come.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know if Tasha K has been sued by Cardi B and is still going strong.
Yep.
What more can you do to her? She's uncancelable.
Did you watch a lot of Will Smith movies? You're younger than me, so.
I don't remember him being this big figure, but he was definitely a household name. He wasn't the biggest, but everyone knew who he was.
Is there a Will Smith movie you like?
They're suddenly no Will Smith movies
in your
Independence Day.
Independence Day rules.
Oh, I Am Legend.
There you go.
That's a good
there
one.
You go. Strong
It's
choice
really
right there.
scary,
Very
but
strong choice
It's a
right
good
there.
one.
Thanks for watching. Listen to full episodes of Pop Culture Crisis on Spotify.
Keep up with us on social media and make sure you subscribe and ring that bell so you never miss the show. Bye, guys.